Yes, good evening, guys. Okay. Good evening, good evening. So, yesterday class, what we discussed? In yesterday class, we discussed about the reproductive system in gymnosperms and life cycle in gymnosperms, right? So, before we going to start the class, we will go for one question. Okay, the question came and the question is easy. Then we will do certain or a small revision after this question. Okay, so just check with the question. The question is simple. The ploidy of the following will be, you have to find the ploidy. So if you forgot the meaning of ploidy, ploidy means set of chromosome number, chromosome number. Okay, just take a pen and paper, and remember, whenever you are attending the classes, it may be any subject class, have a pen and paper with you and note down all the things, right? So yeah, good evening, Lohit. So options are here, and the question of the ploid, if you have to find, is sporophyte, gametophyte, spores, gametes, angiosperm, endosperm, nucleus, and gymnosperm, endosperm. You have to find this answer in respective positions. Okay, respectively. So don't think that you can just completely mix all these things. Don't think like that. You have to make it in a respective manner. So probably most of you already seen the question. I'm just starting the poll. If you see, I tune this timer to for 2 minutes. Okay, not 1 minute. I'm giving you extra 1 minute because Jagan, do you have any doubt? You raised your hand. No. Okay. Bhumika, why you raised your hand? If you have any doubts, just put the message in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, most of you guys already got the answer. Still, for some others, we will wait. Okay. So I'm launching the poll now. I left it like up to this because you need more time to see. That's why. Okay. I'm launching the poll now. You can answer in the poll. Yes. Okay. Still we have almost like 1 minute. Okay. And only 33% voted. I'm waiting for others to vote. I think all of you will vote because we given more time and we discussed everything like several times. And I'm also getting only one answer from the YouTube. I'm waiting for others to answer. Yeah, I got one more. Yep. Somebody saying A, somebody saying D, somebody saying C, and somebody saying D, and a lot of confusions also going on. I can see it in this one. Yes, don't get confused. So you have to select it. Okay, you have to be sure about certain things at least. So then only you can choose the proper or correct answer. Yep, Shreyas. Chase, you changed the option, bro. Yeah, I'm ending the poll now. Timer is already over. Still 62%. Guys, what's happening here? I gave you almost like a 3 minutes. I'm ending the poll now and I'm sharing the results. 9% chosen option A, 14% B, 46% C, 33% D, and in YouTube Live, Shreyas given A, Swara D, Rutuja D, and Shreyas again given D, Gopika D. Okay, we'll check about these things. So what they are asking, first we have to check about that. They have to asking about the ploidy of the following things. Then we have to think about the options. So there are like a lot of confusions are here because everywhere you can only see N2, N3 and all those things, right? So how can you remove the things? Okay, first we will come from the one by one manner. Okay, sporophyte. We already discussed it several times. So sporophytes is always having the ploidy of 2n configuration, right? 2n ploidy. So we just check here the first one, right? So here n is there, here 2n is there. You can simply remove this one. Okay. If you are not sure, leave it like that. You can go for the second one. Gametophyte. Everyone know gamete is haploid and gametophyte is haploid. So this is also n. You again check here. The first option is 2n is there. So it's definitely not a option, right? Definitely not a option. What's it? Agneya, sporophyte is the organism. Spores is the sexual, what you can say, character or sexual organs produced from the sporophyte. We already discussed that, right, from there. So remember. So there is no need to check for the A option, right? Just leave the A option, mark it up. Okay. Good afternoon, Pushpa. You're late. Okay. So just mark it out. And you have three options left. Third one is a spores and fourth one is a gametes. We told you, if you remember, spores and gametes both are haploid in nature, right? Both are haploid. We know that. So NN, you know that. You can divide like this, NN. So you are checking here until this one is correct, no issue. Here actually it's saying spores are 2N, right? So you can remove this also. Spores are N in nature. You can remove this also. Okay, so we left with the C and D options. We are going for the next one, angiosperm, endosperm. Okay, so you may know that we didn't like discuss this factor. Okay, just check here, both of them are 3N. There is no need to take here because all the options are they gave 3N only. That means 3N is the correct answer. So we will mention this. We will discuss about it later, how 3N will happen. Okay, then is the nucellus. Okay, nucellus. There you will get again confusion, but you can check here. So all the option is 2N, 2N only. So there is no need to think. Nucellus we already discussed. It's external material. It's not about a gametophytic material. It's external material of the sporophyte or nutritive material. It's 2N only. So you can left it like that. Then the issue, you have to think about these two. Then you can get the answer. Okay. Last is the gymnosperm, endosperm. Okay. Gymnosperm, endosperm. What? Can anybody answer? Which one is the correct answer? Gymnosperm, endosperm. We discussed this, right? Correct. Gymnosperm, endosperm is haploid. We told you their endosperm will be N in only number and zygote will turn into diploid in number, right? Because gymnosperm will be formed in the before the fertilization in the gymnosperm. Okay, the endosperm in the gymnosperm will be developed before the fertilization and it will be haploid in nature. If you know that gymnosperm, endosperm is haploid in nature, you can choose this option, leaving this one. That means the correct answer is option D. Right? Correct answer is option D. So, do you guys have any confusion? If you have any confusion, just put the message or the chat in the, just put the doubt in the chat box. If you don't have any doubt, then click on yes. So, we can move on to the next thing. Okay. What is nucellus? Sujana is asking. Nucellus is the integumentary cells. That means a covering cells of the that particular what you can say sporangia of the gymnosperm. Okay. So what it will do? This nucellus will be derived from the sporophyte, and this will give the nutrition. Okay. When we are revising, I will explain it one more time. Okay. How 3N? Don't take tension about that. I told you, right? The 3N will be discussed in the today's class. We will come to know that how it will become the 3N. Okay, so don't take tension about 3N because we are discussing in the next slides. Spore mother cell is differentiated from nucleus, hence diploid. Harmon with that's also correct. Okay, so after that we didn't discuss. That's also correct. Absolutely. So we are going for the next one. So before going to learn about the new things, we have certain questions in our mind. I just want to solve. These things are completed in the yesterday class, but some people have the doubts. And in some questions, I thought that I may given a better answer compared to that. Okay, so I thought of explaining it one more time. That's why I put a message. Sorry, I put the question. Okay. The first question, things to discuss before the revision is microspore and pollen grain is same. Okay, so the question asked like 2 to 3 times. So you may got this doubt because when you reading in the textbook, if you read the textbook, okay, so there it's given like microspores and pollen grains. They given as the pollen grains are the gametophytes, right? Pollen grains are the gametophytes. But I told you in yesterday class, right? Microspore is also called as the pollen grain. Okay, so some of you have that doubt. Yes. So doubt is common, but remember, microspore, for the microspore, we also call it as the pollen grain. Okay, microspore, we also call it as the pollen grain. Then how pollen grain become gametophyte? That's our question next, right? I told you first what happens. This the sporophyte will form the spores, through the process of what? Through the process of sporadic meiosis, or you can simply say meiosis. That's why these spores are also called as meiospores. Okay, meiospores. Later what happens? These only microspores. Okay, these are only called as the microspores. So no issue. Okay, these microspores will be haploid like this. Okay, haploid like this. Then what happens? These will divide and these will form the two-cell stage. Later it will form the three-cell stage. Okay, because it will contain the gamete. Okay, so where these things will happen? These things will happen outside of the plant body. Okay, outside of the anther, I can simply say, or outside. Okay, not which is inside the sporophyte when it's liberated in that form. Okay, so what they called, instead of taking this as it is happening within the anther or within the sporangia, and this is the visible one, that's why these divided cells, they called it as a gametophyte, because that's the only giving the gametes, right? So then again we stuck with the same question. Okay, pollen grain, you told that microspore is equal to pollen grain, and you are explaining the like pollen grain is a gametophyte. Then if someone asks like pollen grain is a microspore or gametophyte, then what we have to answer? Right. So that question will regularly come in our mind. Okay. For 11th class, if they ask you regarding is pollen grain is a gametophyte or microspore, just choose the gametophyte, because in the 11th textbook it's given like pollen grain is a gametophyte. But when you go to the 12th class, we will learn in detail about the things, and then the question will be different. Okay, a single nucleus or two nucleus stage of the pollen grain is a microspore or gametophyte, and three-cell stage is a microspore or gametophyte. Like that they will ask, because in the 12th textbook they clearly given that microspore is equal to pollen grain. Okay, just for the 11th class, you keep it like this, but when you go to the 12th class, you will come to know about, we will discuss all about things in the later classes. Okay, for 11th class, just keep it like, okay, if they ask something related to pollen grain, keep it like gametophyte only. But when come to the 12th, we will discuss one more time. And if they ask in the NEET also, then we will go to the 12th textbook, not on the 11th textbook. Okay, so for that, you can keep it like this only. Okay, if they ask in NEET based on 12th only. Okay, no, science are for science you are asking. For science, I told you, right? How many nucleus or how many cells within that pollen grains we have to consider to tell that is it a it's a spore or pollen grain. So that we discuss in the class 12. Okay. So what we discuss in the class 12 will be reflected or used as the matter in the our NEET exam also. Okay. So we'll discuss in detail in this. No issue. Okay. So don't get confused. For now, keep it like gametophyte means pollen grain. Okay, no issue. And next question, can you use the term embryo sac in gymnosperms? No. Okay, so actually yesterday I missed it when I am explaining that instead of using the term archegonia, even though I use the term archegonia, in somewhere I use the term embryo sac, if I remember clearly. So we can't use the term embryo sac, we have to use the term archegonia. Okay, just make a correction. If you made a note or anything, we have to use archegonia term only. Then why we can't use the term embryo sac? The term embryo sac will comes in the angiosperms, not in the gymnosperms. For that, okay. So in explaining somewhere, I actually wrote the embryo sac just to make it correct. Okay. And how many cotyledons does gymnosperms have? Somebody asked the question. This also, actually I'm checking with some other, what you can see, plants related to the gymnosperms, and they given like, not only there is no cotyledon stage to the, they maybe contain no cotyledon stage 2, it may contain several cotyledons. Okay, several cotyledons. I referred only one plant yesterday, just I want to make it correct. Okay, so from the no cotyledon to the several cotyledons may be present, then you may ask the question, sir, I got a gymnosperm, then I checked it and it has the two cotyledon. Can I include it in the dicot? No, you can't include it in the dicot because the cotyledons are the not only character for segregating in angiosperms, right? For segregating into angiosperms, you should have more characters. So those other characters will not be present in that particular gymnosperm. So even though one gymnosperm having two cotyledons, you can't add them to the group of dicots. Okay, you have to keep it in the gymnosperms because all the other characters will be present in here only. Okay, so it's exactly like if your hair is too much this one what you can say curly, you can't call yourself this one belongs to the African. Okay, so because your all the other characters are genes related to the here, right, here to the this region, Indian or this Asian subcontinent region. So same thing. Cotyledons are seed leaves in gymnosperms. No, sir. Yes, cotyledons means the leaves only. Okay, cotyledons is like a kind of pre-leaves, pre-germination leaves. Okay, these are kind of leaves only. Yep. So these are three things I wanted to discuss before the today's class. Okay, so I think I solved your doubts if you have any. And Chirant, if you are there, just put a message, bro, like you understood or not. Otherwise, I will repeat it once again. Okay. So I'm going for the next page. Explain second point. Okay. Can you use the term embryo sac in gymnosperm? In yesterday notes, if you take and check, I wrote an embryo sac in one way. Okay. In one slide, I wrote it like embryo sac. But I am correcting it. No, don't use the term embryo sac in gymnosperm. Use the term archegonia instead. Okay, that's a mistake happened in the last class. Okay, mistake in last class. So correct that one. Okay, so no issue. So I'm repeating it once again. What happens? Just going for a glance. Okay, the sporophyte will be there. The sporophyte may be dioecious or monoecious. That means it may be bisexual or unisexual, and it will produce the. If it is bisexual or monoecious, it will produce two kinds of the cones. One is the male cone and a female cone. That cone or strobili contain the sporophyll, micro and megasporophyll that contains the megaspore and microspores or produce the microspore and megaspores. These microspores have a wing-like structure and they will transfer through the air. So we call it as anemophily, or pollination is anemophilous. Okay. And when you go to the female side, it have the outer one, you can see integument layer. Okay, outer one integument. Within that, you can find the sporangia where spore actually developed. This is actually a gametophyte. This particular gametophyte will develop the archegonia. Okay, this archegonia will develop the egg or oosphere. Then when the pollen grain reach that particular site, it will start to produce the pollen tube. Pollen tube will lead up to this egg, and this pollen tube also bring the gametes which is present in the upper portion of the pollen grain. And when that particular gamete will reach the female egg, then they will fuse and they will form a zygote. Okay, this zygote will develop into a complete new what you can say embryo covered with the seed coat. Seed coat is formed from the older integuments. Okay, then this will develop into a hard seed which also have their wings for the easy dispersal. Okay, how pollen grains goes up? Pollen grains are light in nature, so when the air blows, the pollen grains will be spread throughout the area. Okay, so if nucleus and integuments are same, not actually. Okay, nucleus is the inner integuments and we normally call integuments is the outer complete one. Okay, what is the ploidy of protonemal cell of the moss? What do you think, Mohan? Okay, it came here. Protonema belongs to gametophyte or sporophyte? First think about that. Is it gametophyte or sporophyte? What do you guys think? Protonema belongs to gametophyte or sporophyte? So I need all of your answers. Gametophyte. Gametophyte. Exactly right. Protonema belongs to gametophyte, and we know gametophytes are haploid. They can say protonema is also haploid. Okay. So always go to the source to understand the things. Okay. Wherever you are reading certain things, whenever you are reading the NCERT especially, and you're struck with a word or struck with a sentence you can't understand, then straight go up to the this one full stop. Okay. Where the last full stop is there, carry over from there. Okay, if you don't understand now, go to that particular stanza or the paragraph. Okay, and start from there. Okay, then you can understand these things. Exactly same here, go to the source, then you can understand easily. Okay, so this is the life cycle what we covered yesterday, and we discussed about the economic importance also. Do you guys have any doubts regarding economic importance? Edible seeds are there, example pinus. We use it as a timber. Timber means for the wood. Okay, for the wood, because it contains a softwood. Softwood means it's comparatively smoother or softer. Okay, why it happens like that, we will see it in the morphology. Okay, we extract the resins. That means resin is a kind of chemical substances. From there we use extract the turpentine and rosin. Probably most of you already seen the turpentine. We use it as the diluting agent in the paints. Okay, and rosin also. Sometimes we call it as a polish or something because it's a water repellent. Okay, we use rosin for the wood articles because it repel the water and it will stop the damage of that particular wood articles due to the fungi attack. Okay, and we also extract some drugs like ephedrine, and we also use it in the paper industry. And there's a horticulture importance is also there. What's the meaning of horticulture? Horticulture means, can anybody answer? Implicity, I didn't understand, Shushmita. Implicity, I didn't understand. Where I mentioned it? No. Horticulture? No. Ha, correct, right, correct. So regarding fruit and flowers, all those things. Okay, not agriculture, it's a different. After your 12th also, you can go for the BSc agriculture or you can go for the BSc horticulture also. Okay, so yeah, those are two different things. So don't think that both are same. If you are growing areca nut or orange plant, that belongs to horticulture. If you are growing the rice or maize, that belongs to the agriculture. Okay, so difference are there. And for the plant decoration also, you can use this one. This is the tuja, probably. Correct one, totagarike, right? Totagarike. Yes, you can find this one, or ginkgo also. This one is the ginkgo. Okay. Yes, Ritik is asking, sir, pollen grains produce 2 male gametes. Yes, Ritik, you are absolutely correct. Pollen grains produce 2 gametes actually, but what happens, one gamete will degenerate in the gymnosperms, only one will remain, and that one will fertilize the egg. Okay, yep. So any more doubt regarding gymnosperms? If you have any doubt, just ask in the chat box, otherwise click on yes so we can move on. Okay, invariable and implicitly opposed to sexual reproduction or asexual. Invariably and implicit. I didn't understand, Shushmita. Do one thing. Okay, just put a message. Okay, I will check once and I will tell you what is actually meaning. I don't know the meaning of that one. Okay, so I will check in later class. Sorry, I will check in that. Put a message. Okay, otherwise I will forget. Yeah. Endosperm formed by fusing the centers. No, Rutvik. So that happens in angiosperms, bro. Not in here. Okay, in gymnosperms there is no fusion or anything while forming the endosperm. That's why endosperm is haploid in nature. Okay, what you mentioned here, it belongs to the angiosperms, not in the gymnosperm. Okay. A pollen grain in pinus, where it develops, sir? It's developed on the cone only. It will also have the cone only, but those male cones will be present in the lower portion of the this one, pinus. Okay. I forgot to tell you one more thing. Okay. The gymnosperms, which are the developed directly from the pteridophytes, example like cycas, it's one of the oldest one. Okay. They actually have sperms in their this one. Instead of pollen grains, they have the sperms within their spores. Okay, they won't form the pollen tube, they will actually form the sperms. Okay, so they actually need water, but only few species do that. Most of the species will do through the pollen tube only. That's why we never mention it as like a major thing. Okay, so that's why we never mention it as a major thing. But the very, or you can say a simple forms of the gymnosperm still have that. Okay, who sir? Cycas, species of cycas. Okay. Uh, so next one question came. The question is easy, guys. We discussed about it, right? Endosperm in gymnosperms is haploid and developed after fertilization, haploid and developed before fertilization, triploid and developed after fertilization, triploid and developed after fertilization. Okay. So, oh, sorry. Uh, I make a change. It's not after. Okay. This is actually before fertilization. Okay. I'm launching the pool. Pawan, endosperm is the nutritive content which is present near to the egg cell or developing embryo. Okay. But this is not so nutritious in the gymnosperm. That's why we didn't went in detail. But when we go for the angiosperms, there we go in detail. How many chromosomes present in the gymnosperms is totally dependent upon the species. Remember, wherever you are talking about the chromosome number, we have to mention the species, because the chromosome number always vary with the species. Okay. So you take an example of Solanum, which one? Solanum nigrum and Solanum melangina. Both of have different chromosome numbers because both of them different species. Okay. Yeah, so many confusions are there. I'm waiting answers from the YouTube also. I didn't get any. So okay, I got it now. Ha, Dhanush. Yep. I'm ending the poll now, and I'm sharing the result. And if you are slow, there is no chance you can answer. Okay, you have to be quick, guys. You have to like tuck, because you have to answer within 1 minute in NEET exam also, right? So 24% option A, 52% B, 15% C, and 11% D. Yes, for all the Solanum scripts are angiosperms only. Okay, and in YouTube also, yes, some of you answered correctly. Others have to check. Okay, Gopika, Sanika, Parvati, why did you change your answer? Okay, yeah, endosperm in gymnosperms we are talking. Okay. Quality, why quality, bro? So we discussed about it, right? Endosperm will be developed before the fertilization. We know that, and you know that it's not triploid because triploid nature present in angiosperms. We discussed that only, right? Because in the first question only it's there. You can remove this one, and if you clearly saw the first question or clearly observe the first question, you can answer this question, right? So you will have it two options, haploid and haploid. Okay, I got a confusion. Next, I'm watching this part. Developed after fertilization, developed before fertilization. We mentioned now only like 2 minutes early only. So what happens here? The other sperms or developed from the or coming from the this one, a pollen grain do not mix with the endosperm. That's why it's haploid, right? That means this endosperm is developed before the fertilization, not after the fertilization. So the correct answer is option 2. Endosperm means nutritive tissue and it's haploid in nature in gymnosperms. In gymnosperm, don't miss it. Okay. And it will develop before the fertilization process will start. Okay. Correct answer is 2. Exactly correct. Okay. So I'm telling the same thing one more time. So if you answer something, and you saw that some others are answering a different answers, don't change your answer. You stick to your answer. For you, it's correct, right? Who knows? Probably all the others may be wrong. You are the only one who is correct, right? Correct, right, Parvati? Huh? So we are going for the next thing, what we discussed today. Okay, that's the angiosperms. Can you guys tell me, how can we recognize the angiosperm? How can you recognize the angiosperm? Can you guys tell me? Flowers, exactly, the flowers, right? So that's the major one. Seed with cloud, yes, correct. You guys are absolutely correct. So yes, angiosperms are actually Mean or literally means only. You know about sperma. Sperma means seed. Okay. Angio means covered. Okay. Angio means covered and sperma means seed. That means these plants have the seeds which are actually covered with certain thing. Okay. What it's covered of? Okay. It is covered with ovary, covered with ovary that later convert into fruit, right? Later convert into fruit. Correct. Exactly. Seeds covered with fruit. Seeds covered with fruit. Correct. Fruit part is flower. Correct. Right. So that's the first thing you have to check. Okay. So then how can you tell it's not? Okay. How can you tell or it's not? Because it do not have a gymnospermic character like it may resemble the gymnosperm. Certain plants maybe resemble the gymnosperm that do not makes it as a gymnosperm, right? So before we going to discuss about the character, we divide it into two parts because these two plants are little bit different. Okay, we can't give a common statement for both of that. So first we differentiate it. Okay, so we differentiate in dicotyledon and monocotyledon. Dicotyledon means two cotyledons, having two cotyledons, and having monocotyledon means having one cotyledon. Okay, where the cotyledons are present in seeds. Okay, in seeds. Wait, Shrina. Can angiosperms be that much small? Yep, I will tell you. Okay, so two cotyledon and one cotyledon, and it's present within the seeds. Okay, it is present inside the seeds. So first thing you have to see is these have flowers. That's the first thing. What you have, how you can differentiate, and this also have fruit. Okay, that's also one of the major thing. Okay, then what's the size? Okay, where it is present then? These are developed on the terrestrial system, so they are well adapted to terrestrial, well adapted to terrestrial and aquatic system. So can you guys name me any aquatic angiosperm have the flowers and have fruit? Terrestrial. One sec, guys. Terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem. Yes, correct. Lotus, right? Aquatic ecosystem. But one issue is there. Okay, except marine. Okay, except marine. I don't know why. All of a sudden it started working like that. Okay, it's not working. Once again, not marine. You guys can ask, sir. Not all the things not present in marine. No, there are certain exceptions are there. We will leave it because only two species are have the ability. So what we can say is you guys are absolutely correct. So most of them are adapted to terrestrial system and some of them are converted into aquatic ecosystem. Example, lotus or water hyacinth, okay, or mangrove trees, yes, water lily, wolfia, all of them are actually aquatic, but they are not present in the marine ecosystem. Okay, marine ecosystem, they won't present because they can't balance the osmotic, all those things. Okay. So that's the issue. Okay, so size can be vary. Okay, size can be vary. So why? One second. Okay, I don't know why it's not working. Size can be vary from smallest. What you can see here, this is called wolfia. Okay, what you can see here, right, above portion. These are actually a tiny, you can see, right? You can zoom your screen and you can see here tiny one, like this much one is actually one plant. Okay, it will have a single leaf and it will have a single root. Okay, and some of you are asking, sir, it do not have any flower. How can we call it a angiosperm? Who told you it don't have flower? It have a flower. Okay, it have flower. This is also tiny like them also. Okay, exactly like them only one leaf, only one root, and with a single flower. Okay, those are so tiny, like that only. Okay, you probably saw that in some ponds or somewhere. If you put your hands like that, you can lift thousands of plants within one hand. Okay, so that much small they are. Okay, and largest will be eucalyptus. Largest is the eucalyptus, and they will match the. I don't think that this eucalyptus. There are like several species are there. This eucalyptus almost match the height of the or some of them exceed the this one Sycamore tree. Okay, that much large they are. Okay, that much large they are. Okay. Eucalyptus is considered evergreen through it can lose its leaves. Why? Okay. So this largest one. Okay. I am coming back to your question. Asking Chetana is asking like why eucalyptus is called as evergreen even though it's losing its leaves. Okay. Why we call certain plants as evergreen? Because they don't lose all of their leaves at a time. Okay. They don't lose the leaves at a time. But what they do, throughout the year, the leaves will be falling and new leaves will be coming. Okay. Seasonal variation may happen. Seasonal variation may happen. Okay. So apart from that, the things will be same. Okay. So what about giant sequoia? Okay. That's what I am telling. When you take a regular comparison of the or general idea of the trees of that particular species, sequoia and the eucalyptus both can attain the same heights. Both can attain the same height. Okay. Coast redwood means that only. Sequoia only. Okay. Coast redwood is a general term. Sequoia is the scientific term, most scientific term. Okay. So smallest will be like this and largest will be like this. And that day actually someone, I don't remember who asked the question. Someone asked the question, right, sir, what is the smallest tree? Okay, smallest tree. I'm sure I'm confused. Okay, because you can't say smallest tree. How can you say a smallest tree? Okay, but later I'm going through the things. Then I found this one plant called Salix herbaceae. Did you ask any question? Okay, Salix herbaceae. Correct question. Okay, so this is called as the smallest tree. What is the reason behind this? I'm checking that because these have stem, the plant stem is actually woody in nature. Okay, woody in nature. What is the meaning of woody then? Woody means hard. Okay, yeah, would be a smallest flowering plant. Correct. Okay, woody means a hard structure. Okay, having hard stem. Okay, so by considering that, they are calling it as the smallest tree, but still some debate is there. Okay, some debate is still going on. How can you say it? These are very small, all those things. But okay, we can accept this. Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, there is one video also there on BBC probably. I saw sometime, but I forgot this name of this one. Okay. Is it medicine? I'm not sure about it because it's not available in India. It belongs to the Greenland, I think. Okay. So I'm not sure that they will use as a medicine or not. Okay. Why not bamboo? Bamboo is not smallest, bro. Bamboo is the largest grass. Okay. Yeah, correct. Okay, correct, Preeti. It's also called as dwarf willow. Okay. Preeti, not Preeti. Northern hemisphere, correct. So Tejas, bamboo is I'm mentioning you, bamboo is a grass. Okay, remember bamboo is a grass and this is actually largest plant in grass family. Okay. Why it is called tree? Same. It's called a tree because the stem is woody in nature. Woody means hard in nature. Hard with xylem. Okay, hard xylem from a wood. Okay, that's why. Okay. Why some trees top out will be leafless, but down it will have. Oh, I don't know, Mohan. Which one you are asking? Why it is called plant, Tejas? Because it has the chlorophyll and it has the leaves and it matches all the character of the plant. That's why you call it as a plant. Sir, is there grass family, sir? Is there a grass family? Yes, Srijana, there is a grass family called as Poaceae. Okay, we will discuss that in a morphology. So don't take tension about now. Okay. Poaceae, Poa species. Okay. So Mohan asked something. Why is some trees top out will be leafless, but down it have top there is no leaf, but down it will. I not see. Just tell me how it will be. Okay. Sir, is there any exception in gymnosperms is having flower? No exception, Akshay. If they have the flower, we will include it in here only. Rafflesia is a gymnosperm or angiosperm? Rafflesia is an angiosperm, and because it is the largest flower, Shashank. If you meant for that, okay. We are diverting. Absolutely, okay. Sir, Tulsi plant stem is also woody in nature. No, 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 no. That is hard only, but not kind of woody. The meaning of wood is having three meanings that we discuss in morphology. Okay, the xylem should be hard, not about the regular stem. Okay, not regular stem. The xylem should form a dark or hard, what we can core wood in the middle. Okay, that's what we call it as a wood. Okay, not this one. Hashijana. Why did flower become that much important factor? Because that makes us to differentiate the plant from the gymnosperm or the pteridophytes and the other things. Okay. Poise, half a one poaceae, not Y. There is no Y is there. Okay. Yes, monocot. You know, grass is a monocot, then poaceae is monocot. We will discuss. Otherwise, we will leave it here only. Okay. We can't complete the chapters if you guys do like this. Okay. Yeah. So first we are coming with the dicots. So what are the characters of the dicot? We will discuss about this. Okay. So dicot's regular character will be having first things. What you can see is dicot means two cotyledons. That's absolutely correct. Any other characters? Probably you already learned all these things in primary school and high school, right? If you don't know that, that's a shame. Yeah. It will have a taproot. Guys, do you don't know what is the meaning of taproot? Really? Okay. Uh, Taproot means a root will be extended up to long length. Okay, that's a taproot. Yeah, and it have the reticulate venation. Okay, reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. What's the meaning of reticulate venation? If you observe the plant leaf like this, then the venation will be like branched in nature. Okay. Network in nature. Okay. It's not writing, guys. I don't understand. Okay. So it will be something like this. Reticulate means branched network like. Okay. Branched network like. Yes. And what's the other characters? These are pentamerous. Okay. In flower. So what is the meaning of pentamerous? You guys can ask. I know, that's why I'm answering here only. Pentamerous means can be divided into five equal or five parts, I can say. Okay, five parts. It's composed of five parts. So you can simply observe here. If you take this one flower, you can divide it like that, five petals. Okay, mostly. I didn't understand, Sachin. What happened? Like, yes. So, hibiscus is an example. A few species may also have four also. Okay, they have tetramerous also. That's correct, Manvita. Okay, very few. Some of them may also have the tetramerous nature in tetramerous flowers. Okay. So what is the tetramerous or pentamerous then? They have the, if I take a pentamerous, five parts of what? They have the, what you can see, all the petals, sepals, all the things will be five in nature. Same exactly, some of them having four in nature. Okay. Tetramerous or pentamerous flowers having four or five members in each spiral. Oh, correct. So I didn't use the terms four of all the things because some of them don't know. Can we use this section to form them in Angiosperms? Yes, Rabi, you can find. Does hibiscus have Dicotyledons seeds? But I haven't seen. You never seen the hibiscus seed. That's why you never saw one. Okay. The lateral symmetry, yes, not pentalateral power, pentamerous. Okay, so some trees are grown in the pots. Are they not smallest? Not a smallest. Yeah, remember, we can't. So, okay. Correct. I will make it correct. Okay, yeah. One second. Okay, 1 second, guys. I will tell you. So what is this? Pentamerous. Okay, not beta. Yeah, pentamerous in nature. So first thing you think about here. So gymnosperm, all the pollen grains will be different for you asking. Okay. So example, you are asking for the dicots. You can take the example of whatever. You can take the example of mango, reticulate venation, on all the things, and hibiscus and rose. Okay. And what is left? So give me apple. Okay. Most of the plants are, what you can see, larger plants will be dicot only. Okay. And this will be comparatively larger. These plants will be comparatively larger in nature to the monocots. Okay. Yes, groundnuts. I will not write groundnut. I will write nuts. All nuts. Okay. So will be belongs to here only. Ha, Mohan. But the name is changed, bro. Now, Mohan. The name is not Fungemia now. It's actually Miletia now. Yeah. Okay. We'll see that in the next class. Okay. No issue. So all those are pentamerous in nature. So some of them are tetramerous in nature. That means have the all the characters of the flower in the phi or in the multiples of phi. Okay, in the phi or in the multiples of phi. Okay, hibiscus I mentioned here Gangadhar, but your spelling is wrong. Okay, so either in phi or in the multiples of phi. If you take the rose, don't ask me like, sir, it have multiple of the flowers. How can you say it's pentamerous? Even though it have the multiple petals, the arrangement is based on that, and it will have in the phi multiple of phi only. Okay, multiple of the phi only. That's the major thing. Then you can ask me, sir, which one is the important character I have to select? If I give you all the characters, the first character you have to select is the presence of two cotyledon. Okay, presence of two cotyledon is the most important character. That one you have to consider every way. Of other characters are associated with that particular character. Okay, so we are going for the monocotyledon. Darshan, what do you think? Is it monocotyledon? Someone is asking the finger millet or ragi. Finger millet is monocot or dicot. So can anybody answer? Tejas, correct. That's also correct, right? Yeah, we will discuss that. We will discuss that after completing the general characters. Okay. Yeah, first one here. What is the first character then? The first character is having single cotyledon. Okay, having single cotyledon is the first character, and this is the important character, right? This is the most important character. So then, what is the other character? Having the fibrous root. Yes, having fibrous root. You can't pick the plant to check that. You can check the leaves also. Leaves are having parallel. You already know parallel venation means what? Parallel venation means the leaves may be like this and all the veins may be arranged like this, or the leaves may be like this and all the veins will be arranged like this. Okay, best example and the most used example what you can everyone saw is banana leaves. Okay, banana is a monocot and you can easily distinguish the venation in that one, right? Banana, which is having better adaptation monocot. We'll see that one also. Okay, sugar cane, all those also example only. Okay, yes, banana. Yes, correct. So what is the other character? There we saw pentamerous and tetramerous. Here we saw trimerous nature in flowers. Trimerous in flowers. Okay, so all the parts will be in the 3 or in the multiples of 3. You can observe here. Okay, so I can divide it here. It will have the 3 petals and it will have the 3 what you can say anthers. Okay, so you can think about like this. So trimerous in flower, what is this? Parts in 3 or multiple of 3, multiple of 3. Okay, 3 sepals or 6 sepals like that. So any other characters, or we can go for the example. Yes, finger millet is the finger millet, or ragi is the example, rice is the example, bamboo is the example. Yes, and any other example, maize is the example. Yes, banana is the example. Okay, and any other? No, wheat is not dicot. Wheat is monocot, Varsha. Wheat is not dicot. Okay, coconut. Yes, coconut is the example. Okay, yes. Spate, Manvita. They're actually spate. We learned it in the morphology. Okay. Yeah. Mustard. Huvarna, not mustard. Okay. If you cut down that mustard seeds, you will find 2 cotyledons. Mustard is actually dicot. Okay. What is sheathing leaf base? If you observe here, Manvita, turmeric is monocot. Yep. If you observe here, yes, the leaves are originated here, but these are that's what's called as the that particular one. Okay, covered leaf basis. Okay, Yes, paddy or rice, both are same. Okay. Banana does not have the seeds. Why it have, but new one don't have. Okay. Mango belongs to dicot. We wrote it there, bro. We wrote it in the last slide. So what about cucumber? Cucumber is a dicot. Do one thing, guys. Whatever you are having doubts, yes, Lily is the monocot. Wherever you have the doubt, take a seed and open it and check it. Okay. Tomorrow, so much that only. You have to, everyone have to collect either 10 plant seeds and check it's a monocot or dicot. Okay. Ginger is monocot. Check with the things, guys. Check with the guys and tell me. Okay. Tell me. Today class or day after tomorrow class? Sorry, day after tomorrow class, we will discuss that. Okay. Why in there some divisions can be seen? Divisions, I don't understand. What's the meaning of division? Okay. We'll discuss in the morphology, bro. Here, I can't go in depth because it's, time is already up. Okay. We'll see that in the next morphology where we'll go for in detail. Okay. So all those things. Because of the hybridization, Nishit, we discussed that, right? No, cucumber is dicot. So here one question came. The question is simple. Okay, if we find a plant with a parallel venation and 2 cotyledons in seed, then we have to put the plant in dicot, monocot, gymnosperms, and pteridophytes. So choose the answer after thinking properly. Okay, so yes, I'm relaunched the poll, and who are in here, who are in the live chat, please answer in your YouTube live chat. I will check on that. Okay. Yes, you guys still have 50 seconds. I need everyone's answer. This is one of the most easiest question we ever encountered. Yes, in YouTube. We can't say like that, but not all fibrous root having plants are monocot. All monocot will have the fibrous root. Another way. Number of cotyledon with the fruits and plant varies. No, if it is a monocot, whatever plant you take, whatever flower you take, the cotyledon will be same only. So parallel venation and 2 cotyledons is not related. No, parallel venation present in monocot, 2 cotyledons present in dicot. Shrujana, really? I'm sharing every time. Probably you didn't check. It's not time yet. One sec. Yeah, I'm ending the poll now and I'm sharing the results. Okay. 60% chosen option A, 17% B, 20% C, 2% D. Okay, I'm stop sharing the results. We can go for discussing of the results. Okay, and even YouTube only 2% are answered and correct, right? If you find a plant with parallel venation, okay, you got a plant with parallel venation. Okay, and yes. And 2 cotyledons in seed. Okay, then we have to put the plant. Okay, not in pot. I'm not telling like that. Okay, not in pot. So really, I didn't saw Anil. Okay, sorry. So parallel venation, we think that okay, it's a monocot, but then you got 2 cotyledons. I told you, right? Cotyledons are highly important. 2 cotyledons means dicot, not a monocot, not a gymnosperm, not a pteridophyte. Okay. Dicots, you have to put that. There is any exceptions are there then? What I'm telling you is an exception, right? Exception. Is it present? Okay. This is also your homework. This is also homework. I can tell the name of the plants. Okay. But I just wanted to, you guys to search that one. Okay. There is a plant, it's actually monocot, but have a reticulate venation. There is a plant which actually dicot, but have a parallel venation. Okay. There are like species of plants are there, but I'm not telling the name of those 2 plants. You have to search or you have to try to find, then you have to explain. Okay. Is there any tricot? There is no tricot in angiosperms. The tricot only, you can mention it in gymnosperm probably. Okay. Don't go out of the class and don't search it in Chrome now. Don't search it in the web and don't answer it now. I'm telling you guys. Okay. If you answer, I will get to know because I know that none of you know the answer for this question. Okay, don't search it now. Take your time, just analyze the photos and saw that photos and everything, then answer it. Okay. Turmeric is monocot only. You can check with it. Okay, so we are entering the next part of this. Okay, we are entering the next part of this. That is the reproduction in here. How the reproduction is happening then? The reproduction is happening by the presence of a flower. Okay. No, no, I never tried. So we'll discuss that after class. Okay. So yes, it have the flowers. That's very important. Then what is the flowers? The first question came, right? Some trees are grown in pots. Are they not smallish? Ha, Kiran. Okay, sorry. So Kiran is asking some plants can be or some trees can be grown in pots. Example is bonsai trees, right? Bonsai trees. These are very small. Can't we call it as the smallest trees? No, we can't call it as the smallest trees because they are changed or manipulated by the human processes. Okay, whenever you are mentioning about those things, it should be a naturally smaller one or species level smaller one, not by the introduction of human intervention. Okay, that's why you can't call it like that. Their roots are cut down, Chandan. I didn't understand, bro. Yeah, I will tell you, Shrina, about that. Yeah, we made them small. They are not small. Okay. Nishit, you try today and then ask me tomorrow. Okay. So you can answer the question very easily. Bonsai trees are the gymnosperms or angiosperms. Depends, bro. You can make a gymnosperms also bonsai and angiosperms also bonsai. Okay. But you can't make the monocotyledons bonsai that much easily because that's hard to do that thing. Okay. So apart from that, it may be any plant. Depends. Okay. So first thing, reproduction. Yeah, some people are asking about other types of reproduction also. We will discuss that, Bhumika, in the later class. Okay, I'm not today. Sorry. Okay, because we are so left behind. I thought of completing this today. So when we have free time, we will discuss that. Okay. So no issue. I will tell you guys. So first thing, I have a vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction happens through the cuttings. Cutting means you cut a plant and cut a stem and you put it somewhere and it will grow and it will have some other modes like tubers. It will form tubers. Okay. It may be stem tubers, all the other types of tubers, rhizomes. Okay. Others, etc. Why I'm not mentioning here? Because we will go in detail in this in the morphology chapter. Okay. In detail, highly in detail. Here just we are watching how it's happening. There are like you can find more than 10 different types of vegetative kind of reproduction here. But what about sexual reproduction? Sexual reproduction happens through the process of flowers. Okay. Happens through the process of sexual. Sorry for the mess because it's not working. Okay. Sexual happens through the process of flower. Then what is flower then? What is flower? One sec. Yes, flower is actually the a reproductive branch. Yes, a reproductive branch of angiosperm. Okay, reproductive branch of angiosperms. So is it a branch then? Yes, it is a branch. Okay, it's the attractive part. Absolutely, it's a attractive one. Okay, nobody telling no, but it's a reproductive branch. Okay, those reproductive branch may be attractive, may not be attractive. Okay, because if you watch the grass, you never seen the flower properly because these are not attractive, do not have any colors, do not have any petals. Okay, so we can't use the term attractive. We can use the term reproductive branch of the angiosperm. Okay, then what are the parts? That's the next question, right? So the major parts will be outer a green color thing that's called as the sepal. I'm writing it here once again, sepal. Okay, this will actually help in the protection of the particular flower. And then we have a petal. Okay, this is actually attractive in nature. Yes. Then what are the reproductive parts? The reproductive parts are the male reproductive part called as what it's called as. Yes, correct. Stamen, okay, stamen, and complete this portion is called stamen, not only upper portion. Okay, we will see that once again. Yes. called as stamen, and the female part that is called as the carpel. Okay, that's we call it as the carpel. But when you go for the male system, you can find it somewhat like this. Okay, somewhat like this. So in that you can differentiate. This whole part is called what we can call. We call it as the microsporophyll. Okay, microsporophyll. Okay, this microsporophyll contain a sac-like structure called anther. This anther is called as, and this one is called as filament. Okay, this one is called as filament. Okay, this particular anther is called as microsporangia. Microsporangia. Just imagine how the name or meaning of name or the structure of the name changed from the pteridophytes to here. Okay, the anther is called microsporangia. It have been a smaller, what you can say, microspores or pollen grains. We use the term pollen grains here. Okay, this will have pollen grains. Pollen grains. Okay. Corolla function and calyx. Tejaswini, I told you now only. Where are you? Okay, petals for attraction and sepals for what? Sepals for the protection. Okay, protection when it's in the bud condition. Okay, when you take the individual things, then we call these sepals. Yes, these sepals individually we call it as the calyx. It's mentioned here, and individually these petals are called as corolla. Okay, corolla. You can use the term, that term also. So this is how male reproductive parts are arranged in here. Okay, male reproductive part arranged in this particular structure. Yes. What about female reproductive structure then? Female reproductive structure. So I can draw somewhat like this. Okay. So we, sorry. Yes, we can draw somewhat like this, and so how it's differentiated? How it's differentiated then? Okay. Yeah, correct, right. So upper portion, it is called as the stigma. Okay. And this one is called style, and this one is called ovary, and this ovary is contain ovules. Okay, this ovary contains the, one sec guys, yes, this contains the ovules. Okay, and this is just a transfer system. So this one is, you can call it as the microsporophyll, because here microsporophyll is completely modified itself. Okay, microsporophyll, you can call it is, okay, megasporophyll, sorry for the mistake, megasporophyll. Okay, megasporophyll. This ovary, this complete structure is megasporangia, and ovules are the megaspores. Okay, so correct, pistil contains the swollen ovary. Yes. What is megasporophyll? Shujana, megasporophyll means a leaf-like structure which contains the megaspore. Did you forgot, or have you not attended the last two classes? Okay, so read one more time. Megasporophyll means the leaf-like structure which contains the sporangia. Okay, remember. So somebody is asking, sir, is a flower contain both the sex or having a single sex? Okay, I'm awesome, Jahidul. Okay. So yeah, it may contain both the things, or it may contain a single thing. It's completely independent of the particular species. If I give you the hibiscus, maybe unisexual and bisexual. Okay. If I give you hibiscus, it's always bisexual. If I give you papaya, not hybrid papaya, original papaya, the flowers will be unisexual. If I give you cucumber, the cucumber will be unisexual. Okay, having a single sexes. But when majority it's bisexual. Okay, so I'm writing it here only in flowers. If you are asking, yeah, papaya. So flowers majority are bisexual. Okay, or you can see, you can find both the things. Few of them are unisexual. Okay, unisexual. Hibiscus is monocot dicot, Chirant. Really, I showed you the picture of the hibiscus flower, bro. Where I showed you, just think about it. Okay, then answer. I'm not telling the answer. Really, I'm not telling the answer. Yes. So how the life cycle happen in here? Why it happens like that? Which one happens like that? I didn't understand. Which process you are asking? Which process is happening? You are like asking. I didn't understand. Okay. Yes. And okay. Male and female plant. Sometimes what happens, majorly they will prepare for the bisexual plants, okay, having both of them. But sometimes the changes happening in the evolutionary process or from which organism or from which plants developed, those actually categorizes, okay. When we find those type of the plants in the same family, or you know about the family, right? Within the same family, we can find both unisexual and bisexual kind of the tree. Okay. And in some plants, if I give you the mango example, within the same mango plant, within the same inflorescence, you can find both unisexual and bisexual flowers. Okay. We are not exactly sure that what is driving those things. Okay. But we know certain reasons. Yeah, little bit reasons, but we will discuss that one. Okay. Shushmita, correct, right. So here we take an example of Brassicaceae family member, or you know this one. What is this? Mustard. Okay, we take the example of mustard. Sometimes I forgot certain names. Okay, so that happens commonly. So we take the example of mustard. Mustard means we take an example of dicot only. Here you can see it's a dicot. Okay. So here just observe the things. If you understand the gymnosperm life cycle, it's too easy except one part. Okay. Correct, Shushmita. Right. So these are producing the flowers. These flowers will have anther and this one carpel. Okay. Carpel means complete part. Okay. This divide into stigma, style, and ovary. Anther in divide. Sorry. This stamen divide into anther and filament. This anther contain microsporogonium. Sporogonium means the production stage, which produce the microsporangia, complete part, produce the microspore. Okay. So you can call it as microspore only. Then this is giving rise to egg within the megaspore mother cell, which is dividing into the a kind of egg or the embryo sac. Here we came across this one embryo sac. Here there is no archegonia is present. That's the first point we have to mention here. Okay. This hibiscus, this angiosperms, are actually what they are. They are non-archegoniate plant. Okay, non-archegoniate plants. So there is no archegonia present in here. Okay, no archegonia present in here. So then what is present? You guys can ask. So what is present then? It have an embryo sac. Okay, it have the embryo sac. So what is the structure of embryo sac then? So I am writing it here once again. Okay, I'm just zooming in. This is the embryo sac structure, and it have one cell here. One sec, guys, it's not working. Yes, one cell here and another two cells here. Okay, and it also have another three cells. One sec. Yes, another three cells here. Okay. So it has certain chromosomes. I will change the color of the nucleus. Okay, I will change the color of the nucleus. Archegonia is actually a reproductive structure which is present in bryophyte, pteridophyte, and gymnosperms, which having a jacket-like structure with a neck inside which contains the egg. Okay, so repeat the last class, Srijana. So probably you are absent for the few classes. Okay. Yes, Tejas, we will discuss that also. It's present. Okay. So yes, correct. It have the three antipodal cell. Okay, and two synergid cells, okay, and one egg cell, okay, and it have the one central cell with the two nucleus, okay, one central cell with the two nucleus, okay. So this embryo sac is developed after the meiosis, okay. This embryo sac developed after the meiosis. So you can tell me, right, what is the ploidy then? The ploidy of the embryo sac will be n. So you can consider all of them are n only. Egg means n only, right? Egg means n only. So this embryo sac, we call it as the female gametophyte. While I am writing, I didn't have some chart. If I missed any questions, please repeat it. Okay. Yes, embryo sac is gametophyte. Correct, Manvita. Sir, is stigma hollow or filled before the fertilization? The stigma you are asking, stigma is not hollow. Okay, it is not hollow. It's actually filled with the tissues, but those tissues will be very smooth or very, what you can say, fleshy in nature. Okay, it's not hollow. If it is hollow, the pollen tube can't form within that. Okay. What happened to the megaspore mother cell? Megaspore mother cell is divided by the process of meiosis, by the I'll change the color, by the process of meiosis, and it only form the embryo sac. Okay. There is no need to in detail because this is the thing that you study for 2 pages in the 12th class. Okay. This is just an introduction. Okay. Mean nothing. Don't think anything. Okay. Really, that is not true, Suhas. In hibiscus also stigma is not hollow. What you are thinking, that is completely different. That's why don't think like that. Okay. Lifespan of the flower depends upon the species. Okay. Never, the stigma is never hollow. Don't think like that. Okay. What you are extracting, that will be different. What you are thinking is different. So when we go in detail about the things, then you come to know that, okay, I thought like that, but it's not like that. Okay. So what is antipodals and synergids? I'm not going in detail. I'm not telling the details also. But just remember, these are supporting cells. Okay. Just think like supporting cells only, because we learned about this thing in morphology and again in the 12th class in detail. Okay. There is nothing. It do not get to know. It's just and it will form this one from the sperm. Guys, can you hear me now properly? Can you guys hear me now properly? Yeah, okay then. Okay. One sperm and one egg. Okay, one egg. Then what's happening here? It is forming the 2N, or you can call it as the zygote. Okay, you can call it as the zygote. Okay, so what happens next then? One sec, guys. Give me one sec. Check. Yeah. So what about the another sperm, or what about the another gamete? Okay. So 1N, I will use a different color. 1N from the sperm. It is there only. Okay. This another one sperm will go and fuse with the central cell nucleus. Okay. Central cell nucleus. So what are those then? These have two nucleus. Each one is N, right? This one is N and this one is N. So what is happening there then? So it is fusing with the N and N of the central nucleus, central cell, okay, central cell. So the resultant will be one sec. Yes, the resultant will be 3N. That is we called as pen, or you can call them with another term also, primary endosperm nucleus. Okay, primary endosperm nucleus. What is that for one? I didn't understand. Okay, so primary endosperm nucleus. So you guys are asking, right, why endosperm in the angiosperm is 3N in nature? Because of this reason. Okay, the two gametes will come. One gamete will fuse with the egg and will form the zygote, and another one fuse with the 2N of the central nucleus. Central cell, and it will form a 3N, and it's called primary endosperm nucleus. What about synergids and antipodals? Those two will degenerate. Synergids and antipodals will degenerate, and this zygote will form the embryo. Okay, and in the endosperm, this will form the endosperm. This particular endosperm will actually nutritive in function. Okay, it's actually nutritive in function, and this zygote develop into embryo, and this endosperm will give nutrition to the developing embryo. Okay, so whatever happening here, how we can describe it? Okay, how we can describe it? Because here actually fusion is happening 2 times. Okay, and fertilization is happening 2 times, and fusion is happening for the 3 times. So we call this particular process as double fertilization and triple fusion. Okay, triple fusion. Okay, somebody asked the question where we can find endosperm in zygote. No, you can find the endosperm outside the zygote. Okay, not inside the zygote, outside the zygote. The best example for the endosperm for any one of you is coconut. What you are drinking or eating the coconut, right? That's endosperm. The embryo will be in the tip of that particular coconut. Okay, yeah, I'm repeating one more time. Okay, what is the use of degenerative cells? Degeneration, after the degeneration they form either carbohydrate, protein or fat, and they are reutilized for the energy basis. Okay, yes, correct. I'm repeating once again. Yes, coconut water is also endosperm. How it everything we will see it in the morphology. Okay, don't think like I'm explaining, I'm telling everything in morphology, but angiosperm is so vast, that's why we kept a separate chapter for that. Okay, separate chapter for that. So that's why we can't explain it here, because it's so vast. Okay, so that's what happened. Don't have it. There is not this one. Here, Mike, this one is here. I will tell you. Okay, so I know you know, and I will tell you also. Okay, so just we start from a plant. This plant will have the male and female systems. Male we can call it a anther, female we call it as a carpel. Male will have the sporangia, and which develops the microspores, and female will develop the megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell divided by the process of meiosis and form the embryo sac. That's what we call it as gametophyte. The male will form the microspores, and this will give us to pollen grain. Okay, so here you can see, right, but this pollen grain contains the gametes. The spikes which is present here is called exine, or the outer sheet of the pollen grain. Okay, when it reaches the female site, it will form a pollen tube. Okay, this pollen grain will form a pollen tube. Through the pollen tube, what happens? Pollen tube, the two gametes will transfer to the embryo sac. One will fuse with the egg, and that's the first fertilization. Second will fuse with this one. Okay, central cell. So that is the second fertilization. Okay, but how many fusions are happening? There are like 3 fusions are happening. So we call it as the double fertilization and triple fusion. Okay, double fertilization and triple fusion. Okay, so exine will protect that particular pollen grain to us. Okay, so this particular one egg will develop into zygote, or fertilized egg develop into zygote, and later convert into embryo. That fertilized central cell nucleus will convert into endosperm, that will be acting as the nutritive material for the developing embryo. This will form within the seed. Okay, this will form or happen within the particular seed. One sec, guys. Yes, within these seeds, and this seed only give rise to new plant. Okay. Then where is the gametophyte? Gametophyte stage is restricted to that particular embryo sac and the pollen grain. That means the gametophytic phase is very restricted in here also. Okay. How do twin fruits? We'll see that stages. Okay. Twin fruits means two ovaries are present. Two ovaries are present attached only. It's not special actually. It's very common phenomena. Twin fruits and all the things. If there is more than one ovary is there, then it will produce the twin fruits. Okay. Yes. So this is the life cycle. And Pushpa is asking what is syngamy? Syngamy means fusion of male and female gametes to form the zygote, or literally means mixing together or marriage. Okay, gamy means marriage. Okay, fusion of the male and female which give rise to the zygote, right? That's called syngamy. Remember guys, I'm not going in detail because you guys read these things once again in the 12th class in the morphology. Okay. Triple fusion, you guys need one more time. I'm telling you, there are two gametes are here in the pollen grain. One will go and fuse with the egg, and another one will go and try to fuse with the two nucleus present in the central cell. So first fusion is happening here. Okay, second fusion is happening with this nucleus, and third fusion is also happening with this only. So we call it as the triple fusion. Okay. So there is no particular for now. Now they don't think that any function for synergists and antipoders. That think that this will present and this will degenerate. We will see the use and how it will work, everything in the 12th class. Okay, and little bit in the morphology of the flowering plants also. Okay, read these guys once more. Next class I will discuss one more time. Okay, so one question came. Answer the question. The question is simple. In Angiosperms, gametophytic phase will be large and photosynthetic, conspicuous and colorful, inconspicuous and fusels only, independent of the sporophyte. And launching the pose, take the time and answer. Can a nucleus develop to zygote, sir, in triple fusion? Didn't understand, Srijana. Can a nucleus develop into zygote, sir, in triple fusion? Zygote only appears by the fusion of sperm and the egg. Okay, sperm and the egg for your class. There may be chance of development of zygote from other means also, but that we discuss in the 12th class, how it can happen. Other than the fusion also, the zygote may happen, but we discuss in the 12th class. Yes, you guys have 30 seconds left. Okay, answer quickly. Only 38 people are voted. It's easy. And in YouTube also, guys, answer quickly. What is this ploidy of meristem cells of monocot? Try to answer for yourself, Mohan. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think it's haploid or do you think it's diploid? What do you think about that? What's the gametophytic phase? Priya, gametophytic phase means the gamete producing phase. Okay, gamete producing phase. Who are not completed the book, I'm telling you one more time, go through the old videos if you're not present in the old classes, and go through the textbook clearly. Okay, that's really important. I'm ending the poll now and I'm sharing the results. Nishita, I will tell you. Okay, 26% chosen option A, 20% B, 23% C, and 38% D. I'm stop sharing the results. Okay, yes, so you can choose the answer easily. In angiosperms, gametophytic phase will be same as like gymnosperms. Large and photosynthetic, no. Gametophytic phase, embryo sac, it's not photosynthetic. You can remove. Conspicuous and colorful, no. The flowers are conspicuous and colorful, not the gametophyte, right? Flower is not a gametophyte, so this is also not the answer. Inconspicuous and few cells only, independent of sporophyte. Who told you it's independent of sporophyte? No. Whenever I'm telling you the gametophyte is embryo sac, then that particular gametophyte, where it is present inside of this sporophyte only, right? Inside of this sporophyte only. So it is not independent, same as gymnosperms, guys. It's actually dependent. Okay, it's actually dependent in sporophyte. This is also not the answer. The correct answer is inconspicuous and few cells only. That means these are small, okay, and only few cells will be, okay. Option C is the correct. We will discuss this also in the next tomorrow class, okay. And we will also discuss about the secondary growth nishchita in the tomorrow class, because we will make the thing and we differentiate the monocot and the dicot, okay. I thought today it will over, but it took more than the time required. It's happening again and again. We will see. Okay, if you guys are understanding this, okay, no issue. I launched the poll. Don't forget the homework. And I'm telling you one more time, if you come to the class without reading the textbook, there is no use, okay. So without reading the textbook, if you are coming here, then it's not sort out the things. Confusions will increase, not decrease, okay. That's highly important. Because what happens if I'm mentioning the something and if you don't know the thing, what we discussed in last or day before that class, then we start lagging the things, okay. And we have to complete the things as quick as possible, because we have the 26 chapters, guys. 26 chapters, okay. So that's why. NEET on May 2, no. Priya, who told you? We don't know still. NEET, they didn't release any notice, okay. So I'm telling everyone once again, before coming to the next class, complete the plant kingdom chapter, complete textbook, okay. And also complete the modules I already shared with you, and I will share once again, okay. Then come to the next class, then only you can understand the things. Otherwise, very hard to solve the question or complete the chapter, okay. So don't feel bad, but it's really needed. No, 11th students can't attend NEET. Only 12th students can attend. Bye bye, Amit. Yes. Any more doubts, guys? If you have any doubts, just post it here. Okay. What is hermizygous cell? I don't know more. Hermizygous means what? I'm not sure. In YouTube also, guys, if you have any doubt, please put that in the chat box. I will answer. Is this one spelling is correct, Mohan, or any difference are there? Come out, we will. Okay. Is it hermizygous or hemizygous or homozygous? If it is homozygous, then no issue. Okay. Homozygous, no issue. Hemizygous is also no issue. Okay. But not hermizygous, I never heard. Phanerogams is same as spermatophyta. Yes, what's the meaning of phanerogams? Phanerogams means what? Correct. Right. Exactly. Phanerogams means only the sexual organs are visible. So spermatophyta means having seed. Okay. So it's almost same for now. Thank you. Mohan, check with the spelling, bro. Then put one more time. Okay. Is it hermi only, atwa hemi or homo? Just check with that. And who are in YouTube, if you don't have any doubts, then I'm ending the chart now for the YouTube. Okay, guys. Bye bye. Read the things, and we will meet in the next class.